eating a lot of bleh, I feel kind of bleh, right? Duh. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do a video really quickly. Well actually, I have no idea how quick it's gonna be. Look at all these flying baby hairs. I am doing this video because I've talked a couple of times on my channel about Whole30. I've done 2 rounds so far, and I've said multiple times, mainly to keep myself accountable, that I'm going to do another round of Whole30. And I am. I had said that I was going to do it on January 1st. I'm not going to do that because I'm just not mentally prepared for that yet. And Whole30, if you don't know, I'm not going to take a lot of time to explain what it is because you can Google it. But basically, it is a reset for your body and your mind. It resets how your body processes food by eliminating certain things. You eliminate dairy, grain, legumes, all forms of sugar, including like honey and stevia and things like that. Dairy, grain, legumes, sugar, corn, because that's kind of a grain, and I feel like I'm missing something. But anywho, Google it and you can see what you eliminate. Anywho, you eliminate those things for 30 days to reset your body, as well as your emotional, like, attachment to food. A lot of people eat when they're bored. Hi. A lot of people eat their emotions. Hello again. So, it's also an emotional reset, a mental reset on food. You don't eat you don't snack. The idea is to eat 3 meals, and if you are super, super, super hungry and it's not quite mealtime, yeah, you can have a snack. They don't want you to starve, obviously, but you don't want to be eating just because you're bored, or eating because I did really well at the gym today and so I deserve this. Like, no, reward yourself with something else. It doesn't need to be food. Food is fuel. It is not a reward. So anywho, you can Google Whole30. There's a website, Whole30.com, and it explains, how you go about doing this reset. And then it also explains what the reintroduction portion is. After the 30 days, you reintroduce foods to see how your body and your mind. Is he really distracting? I hope he's not, because he's like my little shadow. And sorry guys, but he's just gonna stay there. He's cute though. He's very needy, but he's cute. So anywho, you reintroduce these foods one at a time. Stop. One at a time to see how your body and your emotions react to these foods. My sister did this. She had, I hope she doesn't mind me sharing this, she had really bad psoriasis. It was very, very bad. I won't go into huge detail because I don't know how comfortable she is with me sharing it, but she had really bad psoriasis. And she found out that corn is a major trigger for her psoriasis. Very unfortunate for her because corn is in everything. But one of the things that I really loved about Whole30 is I did not grow up reading. I talk with my hands, can you tell? I did not grow up reading labels on food. I am now one of those people that reads labels all the time. It might not be the best product that I'm buying, but I now know that it's not the best, and I can make an informed choice. Is this worth it? Yes or no, and buy it or not buy it. I didn't do that before. Before I was just like, oh yeah, that looks good. Oh yeah, that looks good. Oh, here's some ketchup and here's some pasta and whatever. Here's some pasta sauce. And I would just buy whatever I wanted to buy, and I didn't bother. My dog wants to play. I didn't bother reading the labels to decide which brand of pasta sauce I wanted to buy. I usually bought the cheapest, which, surprise, surprise, has a lot of fillers and sugar and corn syrup and other things. So now I read all of my labels, and it might have sugar in it, and I might buy it anyway, but I do so knowing that it has sugar in it, right? So I am doing another round of Whole30, and I wanted to jump on. Let me back up. Sorry, getting ahead of myself. So like I said, I have done 2 rounds of Whole30 already. My first round I did because I was really, really unhappy with my post-pregnancy body, and I struggled really bad with the weight that I had gained. I was already, before I even got pregnant, I was already not happy with my body, and I now, after 2 rounds of Whole30, I weigh less than I did when I got married. When I got pregnant with Will, I weighed 142 pounds. I now weigh 125. So, I have a little bit more that I'd like to lose, but I'm going more for a look rather than a number. Some of the issues that I have now is because I'm not working out, because I'm tired and I haven't made that a priority. It is easier for me to change what I eat than it is to change what I do. And that's just where I am in life right now. But, anywho, my first round of Whole30 I did because none of my clothes fit. I didn't want to be intimate with my husband because I felt that I was gross. And I think that's a fairly common thing after you have a baby. You're getting used to your post-baby body because it's different. Things change. And they should, because you just grew a baby, like, duh. So I had a hard time adjusting to my post-baby body, and I kind of still am struggling with that a little over a year later. So I went up to my husband, I'm like, I'm so ugly and I hate my body. And he's just like, oh my gosh, whatever you want to do, we'll do. Just stop crying. So I told him about Whole30, and we decided that we would do it. So my first round of Whole30, I lost 13 pounds, and felt a lot better. I'll have to put before and after pictures here. But I felt a lot better. I learned a lot about food and how my body feels and reacts with food. I don't have any sensitivities to anything, but I do know that, well, I don't have like my sister where she breaks out in hives and itches and her psoriasis flares up when she eats corn. I don't have anything like that. Dairy doesn't bother me. Grains don't bother me. Sugar makes me irritable and tired. So we tried to do a second round of Whole30 shortly after our first round and failed miserably. Ryan failed on the first day. I failed on the second day. It was just really bad. We were not mentally in it, and it takes a lot of mental preparation. It is not hard. Whole30 is not hard. It's not easy, though. It does take some mental toughness. You have to say no to a lot of things, and it takes a lot of prep work. You have to meal plan, and if you really want to be successful, especially if you're working full-time and you have kids, you have to meal prep because there's only so many hours in the day, right? So we failed. Quickly, we failed. Our hearts weren't into the second round, or our first attempt at a second round. So a few months later, we're like, we really need to do a reset. We've kind of fallen back into old habits. So we did a second round, and we were successful. I lost 8 pounds in that second round. Not as successful, but I didn't have as much to lose. Ryan, between his 2 rounds, has lost a total of 50 pounds. So let's see, I'll have to look and see when we ended our second round. It's been a little while, several months. And we are kind of falling off the wagon a little bit, kind of a lot. And so I want to do a third round. I mostly am doing the third round for a mental reset, but it's kind of a detox, if you will. and a mental reset, like I said. I want to document that for you guys. So maybe you can come, and if you're needing encouragement, if you're doing a Whole30 in January, I'll need to pick a start date. It's going to be probably around the second week of January. There is a big Whole30 starting January 1st. I'm not starting January 1st. I'm not prepared mentally, or my kitchen. I need to go clean out my pantry and my fridge and all of that. I want to make sure that I'm ready to video it for you guys. So that's the plan. I wanted to kind of document, why I'm doing Whole30, how my previous rounds have gone, share that with you guys. If y'all have questions, please leave them in the comments. I am very passionate about Whole30. It has changed my life, even though I keep falling off the wagon. It really has changed my relationship with food. It's made me more knowledgeable about how food affects my body and how it can seriously heal you. And I was totally one of those people that like, oh, it's this crunchy lady that like, food heals. And I was absolutely that. I roll, like, seriously, food doesn't heal, medicine heals. But it is amazing to me, especially after my sister did the second round with me. Not a single doctor recommended to her to try an elimination diet. Not once. Nobody. Nobody posed the thought that it could be her diet that was causing her psoriasis. So it's amazing, you guys, the difference. I wish she had before and after pictures. But food heals you. Food can make or break you. It affects my mood. It affects, even though it doesn't make me, like, sick, nothing particularly makes me sick, things, like, when I'm eating a lot of bleh, I feel kind of bleh, right? Duh. And it just, I don't know, why does it not click for a lot of people, myself having been one of them, that it's food making me feel this way? Why? That's so crazy to me that it never occurred to me until I started seeing, I followed Emily Eats Real Food on Instagram, and she starts talking about this Whole30. I'm like, well, what is this? And then I'm like, ha! No. Julie can't do that. That means that Julie can't have pasta or any kind of bread or, like, cheese, and no. That's not for me. And then I had a baby, and I'm like, maybe we'll give it a go. And I couldn't be more happy that I did. It really has changed the way that Ryan and I both view food, and it has really changed our lives. So, I'm going to do a clean out the pantry and the fridge video for you guys. My pantry is a disaster. If you watched my meal planning video, you see my fridge and my pantry in it. My pantry was not this full when I was on Whole30, but it's really full now. So I'll do a video for that, and I am going to show how I meal plan. Obviously, I've shown that, but I'm going to do Whole30 meal plans. I don't know if I'll do them weekly. I haven't decided how I'm going to do that yet. Leave a comment below and let me know if you have a preference, if you want me to do a weekly meal plan, or if you really don't care about it that much. But I think that they're helpful when you're trying to figure out what to eat on Whole30. It can be nice to see what other people are eating as well. That way you can change it up, because it can get monotonous. Monotonous? Is that the right word? I hope so. It can be really repetitive. You get stuck on things like chicken and eggs. And it helps to see what other people eat. So, I hope I didn't ramble too much. I hope that this was encouraging for you guys, and helpful. I hope that you join me on Whole30. I will let you guys know when I'm starting, so you can join me. I'll tag some people in the description box below, that you can follow on Instagram. that might be really encouraging for you. Comment below with any questions, comments, concerns. If you're doing Whole30, let me know and tell me when you're starting, because I would love to cheer you guys on. It really helps to have a group doing it, and that's why the big January Whole30 is such a big thing, is because it's a big group of people. The whole community kind of comes together and does this reset at the beginning of the year, and there's so much encouragement, and it's really fun. So, give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below if you're doing a Whole30, what videos you want to see, and good luck if you are doing Whole30, and I'll see you guys next time. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Like I said, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.